Well, 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 well. What do we have here? So, I think some of you all know this, are aware of this. First of all, let me say shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. I guess you all know what's, well, I don't guess. Most of y'all know what's going on with the Melly case, YNWMELLY. So, man, just, watching the case, the trial is today. They don't want to do a mistrial. That's what I'm hearing. The judge says no mistrial. Melly might be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He might be in trouble. But now, the defense, or they might have been doing this, I'm just hearing about it, but now they got evidence pointing to, not pointing to, the defense is trying to say the driver, which is Bortland, it could have been him that did the damage, right? So here's my thing with that, right? I'm all in tune for it, and I'm all for the theory or the possibility that could be. And who's to say the man didn't do it, right? Who's to say the driver didn't pull the trigger? You know what I'm saying? They both could have pulled the trigger. He was sitting back there. He was sitting up here. Who knows? At one point, they were saying it could have been more than one gun. But it would make sense to me because these attorneys have to prove that their client didn't do this. So whatever measures they need to take to do that, they're going to do that. So if putting it on the driver makes sense, that's what they're going to do. What do I believe? Like I say, they both could have done it. The thing is, I can understand how if Melly in the back, that means he'd have to reach. It's just the way the bullet holes are in the seat. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's hard to say, because if I'm sitting behind the driver, a headshot that way would make sense. Blood be this way, like I say, most of the, what they call it, not residue, the brain, the brain stuff would be all on the door, all that. You get what I'm saying? But the holes like are in the center. And I think one might be in the headrest in the passenger seat. And then the back seat, most of the holes just look like they all in the center. So now I can shoot somebody from the front. Like, for example, if I got the pistol in this hand, right? I don't know if he left-handed. You get what I'm saying? Or he might be able to shoot with his left. Who knows? I don't know. It's a good thing to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he left-handed? And he reached around, the driver I'm talking about, reached around and pop, 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 pop. That would make sense why the bullet holes could have ended up going through in the back seat. Follow me now. What if the driver? Because now, if you think about it, it's impossible for Melly unless he, but then if Melly reaches, he has to reach across the guy in the back to do that. Unless he hit the guy in the back first and then somehow reach the guy in the back, and the bullets will have to like be angled a certain way, because you have to prove that, you have to get it in the back seat and prove that. The only way I can see that happen, because I can't see the guy in the back seat letting him reach over him and popping him first and then turn around and gonna pop him. If anything, you reaching around finna shoot one of the guys and I'm in the back, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna wrestle the gun at you. I'm gonna bite your hand, cut your hand off, and do something, right? So, them the only two things I can think of. Well, like I said, unless the driver in the front, bang, 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 but the bullets going through the seat, so quite naturally, it would make sense for the bullets to go through the other guy. Quite naturally. You see what I'm saying? Versus from the trunk, from what it, that's probably why the windshield in the back shattered. Because the bullet went out that way instead of inward. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the van, y'all, look at the van, right? You see the glass in the back? I was wondering, did somebody shoot from the outside in? But it does look like it could be from the inside out. Because all it takes is one of the bullets to go through this back seat, and the way the trucks are made, yeah, if the bullet can go, if the bullet going through this seat, the bullet can go. This is all, they in leather, so leather is a little different. So they going through here, and the bullets are going through the back. Quite naturally, yeah, they'll go through that glass. So it could have been the driver. Who's to say? But I'm gonna play y'all this clip, right? So I'm gonna play y'all this clip from what's this? The Law and something, not Law and Order, Law and Crime Network. I'm gonna play a little clip. I want y'all to hear this, right? Because now somebody getting ready to tell. Yeah, somebody getting ready to snitch. One of these niggas about to snitch. Oh yeah, it's about to be on and popping. Cause it gotta be, the defense have to do something, and the prosecutor's gonna play along with this. You know what I'm saying? Cause once it get out, that allegedly Melly said this and said that, and then of course the driver, he gonna try to get himself out of it. But I want y'all to hear this, because they also saying that this dude Bortland could have washed his hands. And I could believe that. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, right? Check this out. Here's a new theory, right? Think about this. Here's a new one. YNWMELLY did get out the car before the incident happened. YNWMELLY might have had acknowledgement of what was getting ready to happen. That's why he got out the car. He probably knew. He might not have been a trigger man. I said that. I said he might not have been a trigger man, but he knew something. He had something to do with it. Unless this dude is that loyal where he kills his own sister, brother. Y'all like brothers. That's madness. That is madness. Okay? You and this man share a sister. Speaking of Juvie, those who don't know, Bortland and Juvie share a sister, guys, boys and girls. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't see Melly not knowing, because it just seemed like it's perfect timing of him getting out the car. I'm not saying it's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I'm not saying none of that, but it just seems suspicious, like it's perfect timing that he gets out the car and this dude takes these guys to the hospital and said we was in a drive-by. He said we. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't include, I don't think he included Melly in that drive-by in the car. I think he was saying it was just him and his two friends. So how did the focus all of a sudden get on Melly? Because he got out the car? That's how the focus got on this dude, because he got out the car? He was with them and then he got out? Yeah, I know that kind of seems, but did he get out before or after the shooting? I think they might have said he got out after the drive-by. I want to say that. I think I recall or remember them saying that. I got to check, but, I think they said he got out after the drive-by. But the driver now has no damages. And the guy in the back seat behind the driver, which was Melly, has no injuries. Just these two guys. So I think it will make more sense if Melly was just head shoot dude in the back, head shoot dude in the front, and got it over with. it would probably make more sense for the driver. It makes sense for both of them, right? To just simply, but that would be too simple. See, that would get them caught up if they did it that way. It'd have been quick, easy, and over with. Then they wouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But if they know they shot them dudes in the head and had bullet holes on the side, they know that was really gonna raise a red flag. See, these boys were thinking this out. That lets me know somebody in that circle did it, or somebody knows something that knows something ain't telling something. You know what I'm saying? So I will go with the theory of the driver might have had something to, you know, do with it. You know what I'm saying? He might have been the trigger man. Yeah, he had time enough to probably wash his hands, change his clothes. I'm telling how long he been riding around with them dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? Before they came up with the drive-by thing, you know. You know, maybe that's what Melly played the part at. Maybe he was the one shot up the car to make it seem like a drive-by. Maybe the driver got out the car, shot it up, made it seem like it was a drive-by. Who knows? But them boys did die from the inside. And from the looks of it, like I said, the angle of it, I can reach around. If somebody in the passenger seat like this, I pull over, stop the car, I got this. He don't even see me. He looking over that way, he looking that way. I just pull Blicky out and go blah, 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 real quick. That could happen. But I can't do it with this hand because I'll be shooting him like this. I have to come around with the, you know what I'm saying, with my left hand. It's my left. I have to come around, blah, 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 blah. And then it has to go through here and hit my man right here in the back. You know what I'm saying? It could, because think about it. Them two got on this side. It was like perfect. Like, oh, one sitting in the front, one sitting behind the other. Oh, this is a perfect, they both right here. So I can get rid of both of them right here. I ain't got to wait till later, get them one by one. I can get them both right here. They both right here. Is that a coincidence that these two guys sit on the same side? I don't think so. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I believe it was planned. I believe they told them, you know, I believe, you know what I'm saying? But maybe not, because they both did walk up simultaneously. One walked to the front, the other walked to the back. They both walked up to the car at the same time. The other dude could have chose the back and the other dude could have chose the front. I guess the order wouldn't have mattered, but it might not have been coincidence. They might not have said, hey, Melly, you ride behind me and let them two ride over there. But who knows? Maybe the driver and Melly did talk about that. Hey, Melly, just get on my side. What if dude would have got on the driver's side in the back? What he said, no, get on that side? You know, but from the camera view, them coming out, wherever it was coming from, the studio, whatever it was coming from, you know, both of the young men walked on the passenger side. One chose the back, the other chose the front. That's how it was. Don't seem like, it don't seem like he was like, yeah, you get in on that side. It didn't seem like that, you know. And I don't think we don't have discussions of where we gonna sit in a ride anyway. Them young men, period. We just be like, all right, look, when we get to the car, look, man, I'm in the front, I'm shotgun, you in the back. We don't usually sit in the building because, man, look, when I get in the car, I'm gonna ride in the front. We don't usually do that, you know what I'm saying? Unless we just don't want somebody in the front seat. But let me play this clip.
That person has washed their hands?
Yeah.
And by washing your hands, you can...
Officers, they were shot in the car, and Melly was seen on video entering the vehicle alongside the victims and Henry. Police arrested Melly and Henry on 2 counts of first-degree murder each. The defense seems to be pushing the idea that Henry may be the real culprit behind these murders, and not Melly. That was evidence in cross-examination of one of the forensic scientists who the attorney questioned about gunshot residue.
If someone is in a hospital, in a bed in a hospital, do you know if that person has washed their hands?
Yeah.
And by washing your hands, you can get rid of GSR, correct?
Yes, hand washing can remove most, if not all, of the particles on someone's hands.
Do you know if Cortland Henry washed his hands or changed his clothes?
I don't know that.
Is hand washing the only thing, contrary to popular belief, that removes gunshot residue?
No, gunshot residue is easily removed in general. So with respect to the hands, any type of activity, touching or use of the hands can remove particles pretty easily. including any activity. So if the garment is touching things, if it's laundered,
If it's removed.
yes, any activity can cause particles to be disrupted or removed.
And you're an independent lab, correct?
Yes, we are.
I'm joined by my co-host, former trial attorney Terry Austin, and our special guest today, attorney Bob Hiller. Terry, what is your view about the defense pointing to Cortland?
This app will let you use your phone as a projector. Download now for free and enjoy.
Terry, what is your view about the defense pointing to Cortland Henry as the possible shooter and not Melly?
Well, I think it's something we should all expect. Frankly, the defendants probably don't want to point to each other, but the defense counsel is going to convince each of them to do exactly that. And so I think here, pointing to Henry is a logical thing to do. You want to do as much as you can to take the evidence away from your client. And frankly, they don't have much evidence against either one of them right now. The gunshot residue, you heard the witness on the stand, there wasn't anything definitive as to either Melly or Henry. And so when
You see that? You see that? So yeah, they got to get them to tell on each other. So today, no mistrial, right? So like she said, now they got to prove that it's not my client, it's the other dude. How they gonna do that? They barely got any evidence against neither one of them, right? So how is they gonna do that? Like she said, they're gonna have to. Hey, see. This is where you separate the men from the boys, the men from mice. Now you get to see who gangster and who ain't. Who gonna take this jail time? Are they Melly gonna take the death penalty? He gonna ride with it? He gonna fight with it to the end? He gonna pray for a not guilty plea? You know what I'm saying? I mean, a not guilty verdict? What is he gonna do? Borland, you gonna spend life in jail? Are you a real one? You that real? You that gangster? You super gangster, right? You tough. You niggas is tough. Let's see how tough y'all are. Let's see if y'all ride this all the way out to the end. Because y'all gonna snitch on each other. Watch. I got this feeling somebody gonna tell something. Somebody gonna say, no, not me. It was his idea. He told me to do it. He paid me to do it. Something gonna come out, y'all. I don't know what it is. But it's just funny how the system works. I think these people themselves saying, hey, that did come from, them bullets came from the inside of the car, but we got to prove that our client didn't do it. That's what we got to do. I think them people know his team, Melly's team, defense team, I think they know. His lawyer's kind of like, you can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you can't argue with, to find out how, you know what I'm saying, they were, come on, man. That's a hell of an investigation to say, well, we might believe it's the other dude, which they doing. Put it on the other dude. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of know, like, yeah, but our client didn't do it. Our job is to prove that our client didn't do that. And prove that the other guy did. And what evidence and everything points to him, his way, his motive. Like I said, it could be the way the bullets are, the bullet holes are in the seat. It looks like these niggas, that nigga reached around and put it all up in here. And them bullets went through that seat and shot old boy in the back, and shot old boy in the back seat. That's what I believe happened. I seen that happens on movies. You know what I'm saying? You got hollow points and all that kind of stuff. Shit that go through shit. Oh boy, Negro, please. I don't know, man. What y'all think? I'm just saying, man. If I was an attorney, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would do everything I could. If I have to prove that the other guy involvement, then yeah, just to make, help my client, become free, set my client free. Yeah, I will do that. I will go through the pit of hell to prove this. And so using this method, you know, is the step to do it. So will these guys talk? Will these guys tell on each other? Will they sit here and say, he did it, or he paid me, or what will happen? Because let's see if either one of them want to go to jail. Do Melly want to die? Let's see. Let's just see if this man wants to die. If he wants to take that chance and flip a coin between life and death, let's see him take that chance. I want to see how gangster they really are. Let's see how gangster y'all really are. Let's keep going.
Melly or Henry. And so when you have a weak case as far as evidence is concerned, and you're pointing to the other person who was there, it makes sense to me.
Absolutely. Bob, the prosecution seems to be throwing a lot of technical and sometimes confusing expert testimony at the jury. Is that helping or hurting their case?
Well, technical is okay and sometimes good. Confusing is bad. You know, in a case where you don't have direct evidence, where somebody witnessed somebody doing something, you need circumstantial evidence to build that case. Scientific evidence is generally reliable. So what's good with that is it's got to be clear and it's got to be reasonable in its explanation that the jury can grasp and understand.
Yeah, I know a lot of us always say to the jury, you didn't go to jury school to learn how to do all of this, so you got to break it down for them in a way that they can understand. Well, our coverage of YNWMELLY's trial continues after our short break, but first, I participated in a question and answer session Thursday about this very case. One of our fellow analysts answered some questions from viewers on YouTube. Check it out.
There's a question for you here. Letitia from YouTube asks,
so tell me what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do y'all really think the driver did it? Do y'all think it's just some bull crap? I see a lot of the free YNWMELLYs. But if he's the superstar, I don't think he's not Boosie. Let me just say this. I think Boosie will go down fighting. Nah, I don't think so either. I think you know, Boosie talk about not snitching and everything, but Boosie kind of smart enough to find a way around things. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of smart enough not to put his back against the wall. You know, but every dog has his day. But Melly's not Boosie. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not Boosie. I don't think he's gonna go down, you know, like that. I think somebody's gonna tell. I don't think he's gonna put up too much of a fight. I think he's gonna give in and say, hey, yeah, he's the culprit. Or you all should look into this. Or you all should check this and check that. That's what I do believe. But I believe somehow Melly is involved. And I believe he told on old boy. Old boy is gonna come out. Old boy gonna say, well, he said if I did this, it's gonna be he told me to do it. You know, or vice versa. Melly gonna wait, he said do it. You know. Can somebody also tell me, is this Bortland dude on trial yet? When does his trial start? I'm not seeing anything. Is he out on bond, or what's going on with him? I'm trying to find some information on him, but I'm gonna keep searching and to see and find out. Maybe some of you guys might know. I'm gonna touch on this a little bit more a little later. I just wanted to share this with y'all real quick. I got some things to do. I got to get busy today. Hope y'all day going well. I hope everything going smooth, man. Remember, keep them haters off you, man, and stay out the spotlight, man. It ain't too cool to be. Well, no, I ain't gonna say stay out the spotlight. It's okay, but don't be there too long, man. Don't get no 10. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no 10. Don't be looking like Sammy Sosa. You know. Much love to y'all YouTube world, man. Much love to my people. Man, y'all stay up, man. Put the guns down, man. Peace.